It is a cold, wet, rainy June 5th morning here. It's June 5th, 2023 at 8:30 in the morning. It is I, the OGGM, coming to you live in the rain because, summer means rain. It's Monday, which means it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game freebies, sales, and charity. You wait all week for this. Bundles! Why do I do this? I don't know. All right, so it's time to look at all the bundles this week, which means, as always, here's my warnings. Bam! Number one, these are PDFs. They are not physical product. So do not send me a text complaining that you did not get the figure or the dice because they're PDFs unless I specifically say otherwise. Number two, these are all digital computer products from somewhere out in the amazing universe of the interweb that I do not understand, which means there is a possibility that they might contain less than scrupulous things like malware and viruses and spywares. So before you open or install any of these, especially with the computer programs or the VTT files, check them for viruses and things, please. 3, in regards to the charities, especially this month, because it's Pride Month, maybe just give the money directly to a charity you want to support instead of going through a bundle because, well, there's lots of reasons because. Normally, if I think a bundle is really worth it, I will point it out. Like there's a couple this week I think are. But generally, in regards to the charity bundles, I lean more towards, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for this eventually. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't. Give the money directly to the charity or me or the charity instead of going through the third party of the bundles. Now, because it is Pride Month, we have a lot of Pride-themed bundles and Pride-themed charity bundles. So if that's not your cup of tea, I'm sorry, I'm going to mention them. And a lot of the Pride bundles this year, once again, getting a lot of political issues, not very popular with them. Once again, a lot of these people are using Pride as an excuse to say some rather not nice things. The creators of Delta Green are currently getting some controversy. We've got Itch.io and some other companies that are saying some things that are kind of not nice, and they're using Pride as an excuse to say it. That's probably something we'll discuss in the tabletop role-playing game news section of the day. But in regards to bundles, yes, there are going to be some Pride-themed bundles on here. So if that's not your thing, I'm sorry. It's just my job to report the news. That being said, let's take a look. Bundles. And right up top, we have a BattleTech Pride anthology featuring stories from 5 LGBTQT authors about LGBTQT characters in the BattleTech universe. Because, I guess that's a thing now. Because robots can be, I don't know. If you want to get some free BattleTech stuff, there you go. It's available on Drive-Thru. Nightfall Games has released a quick start for their take on Cyberpunk called The Corporation 2nd Edition. I don't remember the 1st edition, but sure, why not? This is free, available on Drive-Thru. Crystal Dynamics has released an unofficial Lord Toth Tomb Raiders RPG rulebook, which, surprise, uses a D6 system. There is no link because if you click the link, it goes directly to the download file, so I can't give you the link. But if you go to the Crystal Dynamics website, you will find the Lara Croft Tomb Raider unofficial role-playing game. So it is officially licensed by Crystal Dynamics. They worked on it, but it's not official because whatever happens in it, it's not canon. So Lara Croft does not approve of the fact that you made a role-playing game about her. I'm surprised that there hasn't been a Lara Croft themed one sooner, or just that general genre of video games. So why is it? Wow. I mean, it's like just a couple days ago, an official licensed sponsored canon role-playing game about a very popular video game series was done. So somebody else now is going, oh, hey, we've got a really popular video game series. Let's do a role-playing game and let's use the exact same thing they did, a D6 system. Because, we're not trying to copy those guys. This is totally original. We've been working on this for years. Yeah, okay. Liminal Space has gotten attention recently. Really? You think so? So Ruptured Chain Studios released The Backrooms, the RPG. It's an original system that documents the legends of the Backrooms. Didn't I do a liminal themed adventure? Why, yes, I did. And you can get it for $1 on Big Geek Emporium or over for free on my Patreon. But these guys also have done a liminal themed RPG. I don't know if an entire liminal RPG would work, but definitely liminal themed adventures, I think. Lucky Dice Game has released the Manual of Roguish Magic, a free list of magic items specifically designed for rogues and thieves and other people who do those kinds of things. It's free, it's on drive-thru, it's from Lucky Dice Game. We have Rise of the Shapeshifter Tribes from Cole Burgett. It's basically some backgrounds for 5e, for shapeshifters and stuff like that. It's free and it's available on drive-thru. There's another new cyber. Oh no, that's just a map. I don't know why that's maps. Yeah, maps. There's an RPG called Dice Hard, which is a RPG using dice to emulate cinematic contemporary action adventure using a 2D20 system that's vaguely similar to Modifius or Mephidius. This is available for free on drive-thru. There is a system agnostic setting if you need a fantasy village really quick from other brand media. It is called Bridgehaven and is usable in any medieval fantasy, oldie-timey style game, be it D&D, be it more realistic medieval fantasy, whatever. Just basically a medieval fantasy type village that might have existed back in those days, which means since it's fantasy, it probably has glass windows and running water. Support me, soda. I will sell out. If you need a larger village, Claire Oberall has brought us to five unique city districts that can be used in any 5e type game or fantasy game in general. So it's five separate maps that can all be smushed together to create one big city or used separately for smaller cities. So cool. And it's free. So thanks, Claire. We have some 3D printer stuff from a company called Non-Peril. We've got Subway Entrance, Modular Spaceship, Rocky Soil, and Briefcase Suitcase. So 3 of the 4 of these sound like very big thingies that would eat up a lot of ink. And since it is a 3D printer file, check it for viruses. And the fourth is a briefcase. So we've got Subway Entrance, briefcase. Subway Entrance, briefcase. Over at the DMs Guild, we have a whole bunch of new stuff like we always do. New maps, new players, races, new magic items, stuff like that. These can always be found on the DMs Guild over at the, where I'm facing would be the left-hand side, but I suppose it depends on which way your computer's facing. But there'll be like always, there's going to be on your right or left, depending upon which way you're facing, there is a line that lists all the different companies that have published product on DMs Guild. And if you go to the very bottom of that line, you will see something in big red letters that says free. If you click that, you will see links to everything I just mentioned. But damn. And finally, over on the Storytellers Vault, we have some new stuff for Changeling the Lost. That is the other title that came out from White Wolf all those years ago, discovering and discussing the world of fairy and, changelings and Midsummer Night's Dream, stuff like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new subclasses over on DM's Guild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new maps. And 2 new races. So if you're looking for ways to spice up your 5e game for the remaining 6 months, here's some free stuff that you can get over at drive-thru. But as always, even though these are technically canon, at least until the end of the year, before you use them, maybe, ask your game master if it's okay. All right, now we get into the sales. Queer Game Bundles. Itch.io, of course, has a queer game bundle for 2023 featuring works from several LGBTQ creators, including Thirsty Swords Lesbians and other games. Now, We don't like itch.io because they've said some not nice things about us and about friends of ours, and I think there are better ways to give money to charities that actually care about LGBTQT issues. That said, this bundle is $60. Evil Hat Games is also running a sale for stuff of their products, including Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Advanced Lovers and Lesbians, and several accessories. This is a 15% off with the coupon code of Pride23. But again, we're also kind of angry at Evil Hat Games because they said some not nice things. You know, I love, as somebody who has openly admitted that they are LGBTQTAIE on more than one occasion, and who supports actual LGBTQT charities and actual LGBTQT charges. It really upsets me when people say things like, if you don't support, you can kill yourself. It's like, yeah, way to go, guy. Modiphius is selling off the Conan Adventures Undreamed 2D20 product line, because after that, it's going to a different company. So if you want to pick up the 2D20 Conan Adventure Ages of Dreamed of sale stuff, it's over on Drive-Thru. It is every single solitary product that Modiphius made for the Conan line, 50% off, which means the entire bundle of all 13, I believe, titles comes up to about $30 for a bunch of PDFs. Yes, these are PDFs. I also have a feeling you're going to be able to find the physical copies on sale pretty soon too. Antermancy Press is celebrating the 300th sale of its product on DM's Guild. So that means they have sold at least 300 things, which a discount to buy more of their stuff. So all their stuff is marked down about 50 cents. I've never heard of these guys, but apparently they've made 300 things on DM's Guild. So yeah, you know how many things I've made on DM's Guild? None. You might know how many things I've made on Big Geek Emporium? Oh, no, about 20. You can get all those for $2 each. So why don't you just head on over to Big Geek Emporium, look up the OG GM Adventures, and buy my stuff. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of new post-apocalyptic movies, games, and campaigns coming, so it's a good time to stop up on maps. Alpha Strike Games Limited has a huge set of maps for $3 each over at Humble Bumble, I believe. Yep, no Drive-Thru. So if you want to get a whole bunch of post-apocalyptic type maps, you can get them. They're $3 each. There looks like to be about 10 of them. You know, these are also maps you can find for free online. If you're looking to create your own products, we have a art, assets, and layout graphics bundle for $25, featuring textures, template, clip art, stock art, and more. Use with both personal and commercial products. Since this is paid for stock art, it won't have that white strip through the middle and the big letters that say stock art. Moving on to charity bundles. If you are a fan of Lankhmar or a fan of Dungeon Crawl Classic, there is a huge bundle from Goodman Games. For $15, you can get everything they have made for Lankhmar. Currently, they hold the rights to Lankhmar, and they've made a whole bunch of DCC Lankhmar stuff based upon, of course, the Lankhmar Adventures of Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser, one of the meat and potatoes of the origins of D&D, being the Adventures of Fafhrd and Grey Mouser. $15, and it goes to support food banks. We have a second Dungeon Crawl Classic bundle, also from our friends over at DCC. This features a whole bunch of adventures that have been made for Dungeon Crawl Classic over the years. It's $18, and it goes to support food banks in the area. The Paizo bundle has been extended for the Starfinder stuff. So this is pretty much everything that has ever been made for Starfinder, and if you pay for the full run, which is $45, you will also get an actual physical copy of Alien Archive 2 and the Critical Hit Deck. So for $45, you get a PDF of every single solitary Starfinder product ever made. You also have a physical copy of the Alien Archive 2 sent to you, and a physical copy of the Critical Hit Decks. This goes to support the Trevor Project. So that's a good one because they actually send you free stuff. So obviously the ones I recommend for this week are the Lankhmar bundle. That's pretty much it. Yep, the Lankhmar bundle. If you want to get the free Lara Croft role-playing game, you're going to have to go to the Crystal Dynamics website and click the link there, because I can't post a link because there is none. It just instantly downloads the file. So yeah, if you're looking for a liminal space dungeon, I made one. It's available for $1 on Big Geek Emporium. So go there. So that's about it this week. Nothing really exciting. Of course, the Pride themed ones, and the Pride themed ones are associated with a lot of issues that I'm nearly not the best person to get involved with, though I do take umbrage when these companies say things like, if you don't support us, go fucking kill yourself. Like, yeah, that just makes me not want to support you, dude. And I am LGBTQIAEIOU. So yeah, that disgusts me. But we'll talk about that in tabletop role-playing game news. That's it for today. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you'd rather hear me talk about something else, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, why? Why haven't you subscribed? You lazy marks. It takes you a half a second to subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. Help me reach 2,000 subs. Blah, 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 blah. It's hard to believe I have a degree in communication, isn't it? And I used to do this for a living for a year. Yeah. Yes, it is. Subscribe.